Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Batman Arkham Asylum. And I have to say, like, Batman's eyes in detective mode look really creepy, but it's a nice touch that they change his mask for when you're in and out of detective mode, his eyes start glowing. Last time we were on the trail of Frank Bowles, but he's dead. Fortunately, Jim left us a trail of his own, and I don't think Harley is hip to this one, so we should be able to follow this for a while. But before we do that, there's a riddle to solve in this area. Let's take a look. These two right here. Let's face it, there are two dents on the wall.
There are two dents on the wall.
And Tweedledum and Tweedledee saw it. Can you see it? Well, if we head over this way-ish, I believe, we're going to come across the answer to that. There it is. I can see it already. Just this seesaw right here. Pretty easy. Although you're going to... Subject obscured, so let's zoom in, back up a bit, and try again. There we go.
Have been solved by a monkey, but good job nevertheless.
Tweedledum and Tweedledee. These guys didn't appear in the animated series at all, not that I remember. Cousins with an uncanny resemblance to each other, Deaver and Dumfrey Tweed both shared criminal leanings and a fixation on Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Teaming up, they've modeled themselves after Tweedledum and Tweedledee from that book, planning often outrageous, absurdist schemes to trap the Batman. Deaver and Dumfrey Tweed, professional criminals, Gotham City, eyes brown, hair brown, height 5 foot 9 inches, weight 100. They are not 175 pounds. That is not 175 pounds. First appearance, Detective Comics number 74, April 1943. Obsession with Alice in Wonderland, skilled criminal masterminds despite being cousins, could pass as identical twins. One thing that I wonder, leave me a comment down below if you know for sure. Did they ever team up with the Mad Hatter? Because the Mad Hatter was...
I really appreciate all the hard work. You know, watching you guys is like a night in. Watching my favorite movie. What was the name of that movie again? Oh yes, Attack of the Stupid Bungling Idiots who can't find an even bigger idiot running around dressed like a man. Now get to it.
Like I was saying before that happened, the Mad Hatter is also obsessed with Alice in Wonderland, and like I said, I don't think Tweedledum and Tweedledee were in the cartoon, but I wonder if they teamed them up in the comic books. Now, in here is the answer to, let's face it, there are two dents on the wall. I'm kind of curious if I can solve the riddle from here. Are you gonna let me? Nope, you are not. Because this thing right here that's zapping me, that's obscuring it, so we can't cheat and solve that riddle early, so we'll have to come back to it later. Is there any other riddle? I thought there was a third riddle that was flashing at me. There is. No, I see it. No, you don't. We can't do that one for a... Actually, we might be able to. Believe that one is another question mark, and we might be able to solve it actually. If I remember right, it's
I can't see any
this
tobacco
one.
clumps. I'm going to have to retrace my steps and pick the trail back up.
We'll do that in a minute, but there's our question mark and our little circle. Scan that in. No, you don't like it because it's not a line. How about now? There we go. See, that's really kind of dumb. How precise it has to be. One thing that they did solve in Arkham City is, even though they're a little bit more aggravating to do, another Chronicle, they're more forgiving on the alignment at least.
Gordon.
My family's blood ran through the heart of Gotham.
That's
We were
quiet.
doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still...
Taken in a different direction. I need to go search for it.
Batman, you ruined everything. Actually, that was probably ambitious. Character bios. We'll play through this again. This time I'm not going to
My
leave the
family's
tape.
blood ran through the
At least
heart
it's louder
of
now.
Gotham. We were doctors, politicians, and teachers. We have been the organ, cleaning the arterial filth from the city. We have been its servants, giving all to protect it. And still it has chosen to hurt us.
Okay, so there wasn't that much left to it anyway. I am glad that I did replay it because it was really quiet the first time.
Can you hear that,
And I'm
detective?
guessing that's because...
It's me clapping at your success. Oh, you can't? That's because an idiot would have found that trophy.
Probably. You did hide it, so if an idiot hit it, an idiot would have to find it. But I'm guessing because Batman had started his line about Gordon's tobacco,
Trail's cold. I should get back to work.
it played at a quieter volume, so I'm glad that we actually got to hear it at full volume because that threw me off a little bit. I am going to go through these open areas we revisit multiple times, and I'm only going to collect a few things at a time. Because I don't want to spend like an entire area or an entire episode wiping an area out, particularly when we don't have all the upgrades. So we're going to snag a couple in each visit, and then we're going to make some progress. We've snagged a couple on this visit, so let's make some progress.
Yes, you.
The security doors are locked. I'm going to have to find another way around to get back on Gordon's trail.
Well,
The wall
fortunately...
ahead is weak enough for my explosive gel to blow through and open up a new path.
Oh, you're going to explain it for me. Yeah, any wall that has this symbol, and that you can walk up to it, can be blown open with explosive gel. Now, there are going to be a lot of walls that have that symbol that we can't reach with explosive gel. We're going to have to be using a different upgrade. Let's see here. Zaz is counting on you finding his work. Alright, so we know Zaz likes tally marks. And I have a feeling that the use of the word count is very deliberate, but can we actually get to this riddle? I don't think so. So see that window up there? We can't get that with explosive gel. We need a different upgrade for it, but that is where the answer to that riddle is, so we can't do anything about it right now. Can we do anything in this corridor at the moment before I get too far away from it? Does not look like it. I look forward to being immediately proven wrong. Like I said, I do have a guide to bring up and help me find some of these areas on my first playthrough, but I have to pay attention to the game. I can't just be looking at this guide the entire time. So I know that I'm going to miss some. And what is going on over here? We've got two thugs working on some sort of construction. We can take them out, but they're not really bothering us, so let's leave them alone. We need to track down Gordon. Where is his trail? I think I'm going to leave Arkham North at the moment alone. I'm going to stay on Gordon's trail, almost said Gotham's trail. And let's make some progress. Let's head to the next building we're going to explore. It's a lot easier for me to go into these buildings and structure finding secrets and stuff than it is the open areas. That's the other reason why I want to wait and only pick up a few of these at a time. Alright, got how many hostiles? 6. Two of them's got a bat, so this is gonna be interesting. Here, teeth. I'll take the hit for wiping out a guy. That's worth. And I think that guy's done. That guy might be done. 2 over the edge. I got you just in time. 2 over the edge, I think, means they are out of the fight, but I really wish Batman had locked onto you before you hit him. I hit the counter button, thank you. Alright, you're both down, so I'm going to wipe you out. You're going to run up behind me. I'm going to knock you out. So far, this has not been that bad. And yep, those 2 guys down there are not getting back up. Okay, I need to swap the Batarang. Fortunately, we have quick select for that. It'll probably tell me that at a later point, but I already know about it. And looks like we're done here, so let's head on in. Is the generosity of our benefactors on the wane? Interesting.
Hey, scram, bats! This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'm over here.
Shut up!
Ah, you crazy bitch. Harley!
Ah,
What's he doing here? It's too early.
I'm sorry, Puddin'. Don't be angry with me. Mwah!
Oh, you little minx. I can never stay mad at you.
Sorry, B-Man. You'll have to find another way. Bye-bye now.
This way's blocked. Better search outside for another way in.
Well, we'll do that, but remember that riddle we just saw is the generosity of our benefactors on the wane? City of Gotham. This unit was funded by Bruce Wayne, so we're gonna have to come back and take a picture of that. Cause that's really irritating. I can see it, but we can't claim it, you know, with the gate in the way. Alright, so this is kind of a running theme. You can almost never take the front door anywhere. You almost always have to look for another way in. And where is that going to be in this case? I think this is too high. Maybe not. Maybe it's not high enough. Who knows? Actually, yeah, we go this way. And there should be a wall for us to use explosive gel on. Let's bring that up. I really like the idea of the explosive gel. I think this is a really cool concept. Oh. That's right, you can spray up to 3, which means sometimes I'm going to spray extra. You can get a gadget that will let you selectively detonate them as well. That's really useful for laying traps. Before we go in, I feel like around here is probably a trophy. And every time I say that, I hear the commercial for Trophy Nissan in my head. I don't know if anybody else remembers those commercials, but I sure do. And there's no trophy back here, okay. Never mind then, I don't care. Probably should start some sort of checklist just so that I know which ones I've gotten and which ones I haven't. But whatever. It'll probably be awkward later on, but that's a thing for future me to worry about, not for current me. Current me is just enjoying the game. It's my editing self that really has to worry about it, but here's our alternate way into the facility. Let's see, I don't see anything useful in detective mode.
I want all the doctors rounded up. Search every inch of the medical building.
Interesting. What does he want with the
I
doctors?
mean it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can.
Here's our trophy.
If
Can we get to
another
that?
doctor tries to run and get out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the roof with happy gas and leave you to die. Well, I may do that anyway. Sounds fun.
Doesn't look like we can get it from this side. What could he possibly want with the doctors? He's very concerned with them running away. Out of all of the buildings in Arkham, I'm actually like least enthusiastic about this one. I feel like this one is kind of, well, I'll put it this way. It has some very good story. I'm trying to see something here. It has excellent story. But it feels like it's the longest out of any of the buildings. It feels like you spend the most time initially here, and then you have almost no reason to come back. That's what bothers me about it. And also, I think if we go down here, we might be able to get that trophy we saw. But a lot of the things that happen in intensive treatment are really cool. I cannot deny that.
Detective has solved a mere 10% of my challenges.
Hey, 10% already? That's pretty damn good. You gotta admit, 10%, we're making some really good progress right now. I think I was gonna talk about detective mode and recording.
Get off of me!
Shut it! Get down there with the others! Move it!
Okay, okay, I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the
Okay.
doctors? I've got to save them.
Yeah, we do. I intended to record this in 720p, but I ended up recording it in 1080p, which probably isn't going to be a problem for most of you guys, and so far I haven't seen many problems with it in recording except in detective mode. So it doesn't seem like it likes detective mode. And I'm still not entirely sure what's causing the problem that I see with 1080p. I'm not even sure if it's just like my computer screen, because I'm looking at it and we bring up detective mode and I look at it and I look around and I spin the camera and I see no problems in like the preview. It's only when I start rendering it that I start seeing some of the artifacting. Maybe that's just a way that I'm rendering it.
Or I'll show you something that'll really upset you.
Okay, what have we got here? 4 armed hostiles. That's great. And I believe this is a hostage room, so if we get spotted... Oh no, there's a 5th one? Yeah, 5. If we get spotted, I believe they will kill the hostages. That is a problem for us. So we need to figure out how to quickly and quietly take out everybody in this room. Which means I'm going to be spending a lot of time in detective mode, unfortunately. That is one thing that
Hey, get off me!
I don't think is optimal about the game is detective mode is such a useful tool. You spend a lot of time in detective mode
Shut up!
and you end up with like not always seeing how good the game really is. So I'm gonna try to get in the habit of getting in and out of detective mode and try not to just like live in it. It may take me an episode or two to really get in the habit of toggling it, but I really want to show off these environments and not just like some grayscale or purple scale or whatever color detective mode is at that moment.
Dr. Bat? Is there a Dr. Bat in the room?
There is. Alright.
Can't wait to get out of here. This hospital scares the crap out of me.
I feel like if I had the upgrade, I could set a trap with that breakable floor there, but I don't. And it's too close to try to set the trap now.
This place stinks.
That is one thing that I keep saying that because this game is so good overall, but this game offers so many different ways to approach a problem. You really end up thinking it through like Batman quite a bit.
I don't want to worry you boys, but I think
Like, I can't glide kick that guy standing out in the open because this guy here will just turn around and shoot me. So I'm going to need to set a trap. There is an encounter in Arkham City that relies on your ability to think it through and set traps.
Nothing here.
And it's a boss fight. It's a boss fight against Mr. Freeze. And if you don't set traps and vary your tactics, you will not succeed. And they tried to use the same AI in Arkham Knight, and they did it to an extent. Not great. because it becomes pretty trivial by the end of it. Okay, now that he's on a different floor, I feel like I can knock this guy out, and I want to because I need to drag some of them up here. Also, I wonder if I could drop down and silently take him out. Let's drop down, climb down. Nope, climb down, Batman. But yeah, they used the same kind of technology. Crap, he saw me. They used the same kind of technology in Arkham City, and it was okay for the most part of the game, but then it became really trivial later on, and you just stopped caring. And I'm gonna hide in this vent. I didn't expect him to look up and see me right there. I'm amazed. Did he hit me? I don't think he hit me. But now they are all on high alert, which is okay. I kind of really needed them. I can get you. I kind of really needed them to start patrolling, and these guys might see me go up here. I need to move real quick. And toggle out. Okay. That's 2 down. And they don't look like they're aware that I'm on the gargoyles yet. There's also floor tiles that you can pop out of and come up to them from underneath. I don't want a glide kick. Glide kick makes way too much noise, and they will both shoot me if I do that. Probably before I can finish him off, to be honest. He's isolated himself now. Climb over.
Ain't hospital supposed to be clean? This place stinks.
You're out. Alright, I want to get... Oh, I might be able to get a 2 for here. Teeth, I don't need you right now. I will come back for you later. And now, once we're down to 1, this room gets much easier. I just need to sneak up on this guy without being shot, and he might be doing my work for me. Yo, what's up? That went really smoothly.
Is there a doctor in the house? No? I seem to have a pile of wounded henchmen that need medical attention.
Alright, before we progress the story, there's something down here besides the teeth, although I'm going to take these out real quick. There's the answer to the riddle in this room. You might have noticed that broken, torn up cage. We need to go back and take a picture of that. Come on, there we go. No, I had it. There we go. The teeth can be kind of irritating sometimes. They're not really hard to find, except in one particular area and if you don't go to that area, you will never find them, and you don't have a reason to go to where they are. You have to be really thorough. That's an area where a lot of people really fail at finding the teeth. But here is the answer to that riddle. I guess I don't really need to zoom in, do I? Are you gonna make me zoom in?
Easy,
nope.
Isn't it? Well, we'll see.
And we get the Bioffer Killer Croc. I'll go ahead and read this one. It is a little bit different. Born with a rare mutation that made his skin green and scaly and grew his body to grotesque proportions, Waylon Jones was raised by an alcoholic aunt and bullied relentlessly for his appearance. He briefly worked as a carnival freak under the name Killer Croc, but his misanthropy grew as did his bestial nature, pushing him to a life of crime. As his physical condition and mental state deteriorate, Killer Croc becomes a more bestial foe, increasingly detached from humanity. Waylon Jones, alligator wrestler, gangster murderer. Weight 580 pounds, 11 feet tall. First appearance, Batman number 357, January 1984. Incredibly tough skin and razor-sharp teeth and claws. An expert wrestler, his strength and stamina are at a near superhuman level. Heightened senses and extremely fast reflexes. Able to survive in water for extended periods of time and an intense hatred of humanity. We'll be doing another bio for him, but that's going to be much later in the series. And do I want to do something really quick? I think I do. Let's go up here. If we blow a hole right here. This is one of the trickier Riddler question marks to do. You have to blow this open by doing it properly. And then, and only then, can you align this question mark. Let's see, right here? No. Right here. There we go. That one's really simple, but you have to know about it. That's the tricky part. That's one of the riddles that people still have a lot of trouble with without looking it up. Alright, let's go talk to the doctors. Doctors, hello? I would like to talk to you, please.
Happened. 1 minute we were doing our evening rounds, and the next, armed thugs burst into the room and took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
They obviously didn't want to be followed. The elevator appears to have been powered down. You're going to be okay here.
We'll be fine.
What about the others? We heard gunfire. They could be dead. We should go and help.
Oh no, I forgot. Dr. Kellerman was in the patient observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
Batman saved us. I never really believed he existed.
I'll get you out of there. We're gonna be okay.
I exist? How rude. Although I guess it does help if people think that I'm a myth. Alright, we've got 3 more doctors to save, all in a different area. We're gonna do that next time, guys. Thanks for coming out and joining me today. As always, it's much appreciated. If you liked what you saw, give me that little thumbs up. Helps the channel out and always makes me a little bit happier. Gives me even more motivation to put these videos up for you guys. If you're new to the channel and you liked what you saw and you want to see more, click the subscribe button. I upload once to twice every day. You'll get notified of my next uploads. And if you have any hints, tips, or tricks, or you just want to talk Batman, leave me a comment down below. Once again, thanks for coming out and joining me today, and you guys have a great day. Later!